So this morning I'm going to try and show you how to make a slipper sock. It's crocheted and it's all in one piece. And the yarn I am using is Red Heart Super Saver. It's a medium 4 weight yarn. It's a 5-ounce ball, 141 grams, 260 yards or 238 meters. And for these slipper socks, I always buy 2 balls and there's always left over, but yeah, and the color is called Aran Fleck. It's kind of like, it reminds me of oatmeal. So that's what I'm using for yarn. And I'm going to be using a 5mm hook for this one. Sometimes I've used 5.5, and that makes it just a little bit bigger. But anyways, today we're doing it with a 5mm hook. And we're going to start with a slip knot. Oops. Slip knot on our hook. And for the cuff, I'm going to chain 26 chains. So we have 26 chains on our hook. And now this loop here on your hook never counts as a chain. So we are going to single crochet in the second loop from the hook. So this is the first one, and then there's the second one. So we'll go in there and single crochet, and then just single crochet all the way down the chain right to the end, and that will leave you with 25 stitches. So I'll go down to the end and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're just coming into the very last chain with a single crochet. And you should have a foundation row now with 25 chains or 25 stitches of single crochet. So then we're going to chain one and turn our work. And now we're going to make the ribbing for the sock, for the cuff. So to do that, you go into the second chain, into the back loop only of the V. The stitches look like V's. And so you go into the back loop only and do a single crochet. And you just keep doing single crochets in the back loop only all the way down to the end of the row, and you will have again 25 single crochet. And you're going to continue doing that. Every time you get to the end of the row, you're going to chain one and turn your work, and you'll continue going into the back loops only with single crochet until you have 34 rows altogether. And just before that, I will come back and show you how I count my rows. I count them as 17, but I'll show you that when I come back. It's really important to count every once in a while too, to make sure that you do have your 25 stitches across. Sometimes it's easy to add one or miss one. So yeah, it's just a little tip. Make sure you're counting every once in a while. and that you have 25 stitches, and that you're chaining 1 at the end of every row and turning your work before you start the next one. You guys should be here. I just made banana bread and it smells so good. It's cooling actually right beside me here on the table. And I just finished making pea soup in the Instant Pot and it tastes pretty darn good. So this will take a while, but you can pause the video, and then when you have your rows done, then you can come back and then I can show you the next step. So I said 34 rows, and I think it's actually 35, and I'll show you by the beginning what I mean. So I go to this side where it has the foundation row and it's kind of flat. I don't know if you can see that, but that should be counted then as your first row. And what I do is I just count that one and then the ribs. I don't count in between, so it should land up being about 18, I think. So yeah, anyways, we'll be back in a bit.